friends, Serena B here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my October daily prep video. So I'm going to prep my album, create my cover page and other pages for my 2019 October dailies. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So here is the album I'll be using. I got this at a thrift store for 75 cents and I really like the size. I think it's great. It has some staining, so there's like a couple white spots and stuff. I might cover this up, I'm not quite sure. There's a pocket here on the side, which is great. So this is my little template that I made last year for my December daily, so it works well. I'm going to use it again to punch the holes. So what am I working with? I'm going to be using the Hey Pumpkin collection. That's the majority of what I'm using, but I'm going to be adding in my own personal collections, my Spooky Pastel collection in particular, because I want to incorporate purple into this. So these are some scraps from my collection that I'm going to try and incorporate. I have this page here, so I'm going to try and incorporate purple from my Spooky Pastel, because this collection from Crepe Paper is mostly traditional Halloween colors, but I feel like pastel and traditional really works nicely together. I did it a couple years ago and I think it works fine. So let me just show you really quickly what I have here. It's a little bit of a mess. So like I said, I have my Spooky Pastel papers. My album's gonna have an open page feel to it and maybe a couple of page protectors, but not really. And I love using and incorporating paper bags into my October dailies. So I have a bunch of little paper bags here that I pulled out, and I just like to have a selection of them out so I know where to go. You can see there's a lot of different styles. There's the little coin envelope kind of thing from Target, a bunch of different sizes and styles and different colors. I have this lush one that I cover up. I like the size of it. So you can see there's a bunch of different ones. And then I went ahead and I cut down the pages. These are the 12 by 12 papers from Hey Pumpkin. And I was originally going to use this for my cover, but I'm thinking I might not. I think I'm just going to make my own cover. So I decided to use the pattern paper that's double-sided because it just makes it easier when you're working on the album. Kind of almost wanting to use this as my cover and just write October daily. And actually, I'm not even going to be doing it daily this year. I think I'm going to do more like October memories. And then I got these envelopes in Happy Mail a while back from my friend Laura, and they're the perfect size for this album. I can definitely incorporate these. She's used my Spooky Pastel papers, and like one of these pages fit nicely inside, so I can do like, if there's an event where there's a lot of photos or something, I can do a layout here, more photos on the inside, a layout here. So I have this packaging from Joann's from these paper bags, and I kept it from last year because I don't know, I thought I can use it. So I folded this, and then it kind of creates like this little matchbook. And I actually have a project inspired by this for my 13 days of spooky makes, which is my Halloween series for this year, but it's going to be exclusive on Patreon. I'm changing things around a little bit, and I will have a video about this on my channel soon, about like the differences and the changes that are coming to YouTube and Patreon for October. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. And so I was inspired by this. I already made a project with this as my inspiration, but I still really want to incorporate this into my mini album somehow. I'm not quite sure. Now that you've seen all of my papers and stuff, let's get started. So here's my mini album again. I'm gonna use my template to punch out the holes. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use this as an actual page. So I'm thinking what I can do is add a photo here, or some journaling on a day, let's say that I don't really have much. I can do my journaling, cover this side over here, and then just circle the date. Because I'm really liking the idea of this being my cover page. It's simple, it's really cute. So here's another idea. If I do have some photos for, let's say, the 18th of October, and I don't want to cover up this, I can do this as like the intro to this side. So this could be the 18th of October, like on 2 pages, if that makes sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so using my template, which you can easily make by lining up the holes with your album and then using a piece of chipboard, a scrap piece of chipboard, and punch your holes. It's a very simple way to make a template. Which side I want the holes to be on. So I think this side is going to be okay. I want it to be like this. This side. Definitely this side. This side. Side. Okay. So line it up with my template. I think I can do this many pages. We'll see. Yay, it worked. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm going to put these aside and grab more pages. is to use the Tombow Mono liquid glue. And a little bit goes a long way with this adhesive. You don't want to overdo it because it is very tacky. So the trick is to like get the glue out before you put it on paper. Alright, so my poles are punched, ready to go. Now I'm going to kind of just come up with an outline of how the pages are going to be, because once you're working on your album, you change things up, you know. But for now, I'm going to just add some of the pages inside. Now let's figure out some of the bags. I know I definitely want to use this one. This is good also like to add on a page because it's small and I can, you know, just decorate it and have a little thing here like that. So these are great because you can make them into a page here, a page here, a page here, and then stuff tucked inside. I'm not quite sure I'm going to need this much storage because I don't really have anything really planned for October. I'm out traveling like usually. I always travel in October, so that's not happening this year, and it's gonna be a really quiet month, so I'm not sure how much storage space I need for these bigger envelopes, but they're really cute. And trimmed it off, and this is the page we just made, and I'm gonna add a reinforcer here too. Okay, so I think I'm good with the pages, and if I don't use this for like a day, I can add like my ephemera and like anything I get during the month. I can add that kind of stuff inside here and then add it into the back of the album. Okay, so I have items from the collection here. And I think what I'm going to do is probably just use these. So I have this ruler with a little lip here, and I learned this trick from my friend Danny from Pop Fizz Paper. So I'm going to use this little ledge to line up my alphas. So this part's a little tedious. I'm going to go do this off camera and I'll be right back. Perfect. That was so easy. I like these little asterisks. Oops. Okay. That's my cover. Super simple. I know it's a little off-centered, like it's a little more space up here, so maybe I can add some stickers. I thought. I love Frankenstein's Monster, one of my favorite books. So I kind of want Frankenstein in the front because he's like my favorite. Let's just call him Frankie, because Frankenstein's Monster is really long to freaking say. But what if I cut around and make like a little netting? Or so I'm gonna add the Frankenstein monster head to black cardstock just to outline it, maybe help it stick out a little bit better. So I'm really liking how that looks. I added a bit of foam to the back. these stickers. And there is my cover. Simple but really cute at the same time. Let's start working on some page protectors. I have these in my stash. These are from Simple Stories, and there's a bunch of different styles that I have. So I pulled out these 3 to work with. The holes don't line up with the album, so I'm going to cover them up with some washi tape. So for this one, I'm gonna make a shaker because I can't have a mini album without a shaker. So I have a bunch of different mixes from my shop paper cakes. I have this little leftover. I have this one from the Deadly Nightshade. This is just a glitter mix I made, and this is a bit of the Black Magic mix. So I'm gonna kind of incorporate some of these, and I want to add this little witchy girl that I cut out of the countdown. So she was number 8. So I just cut her out because I want to make the colors match the collections that I'm using. I want to kind of use the purple to match the purple from my Spooky Pastel collection. So, and I also have 2 of the sequins from the ephemera pack from Hey Pumpkin. So I'm just going to add these in here now. Let me just... I'm going to add a little bit of Black Magic. And these sequin mixes are available in my shop. Some of them are limited edition. Every year I do create new ones. So just keep an eye out for that. So if you want to check out my shop, I'll have it linked below. So let me add in some purple. And while I'm at it, let me just add a bit of the glitter. There goes in the little witchy. Now I'm just going to grab my fuse tool and fuse this together. So a trick to using your fuse tool is let it heat up for as much as you can, over half an hour. Sometimes just plug it in, forget about it. The hotter it is, the better. Also, you need something with grip so that you can fuse better. And I like to add a bit of pressure. And I also like to fuse on both sides. Go. So there's my fun little shaker. I think it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love how she just stays there perfectly. Okay, so we have our pages, we have a shaker, we have our pockets. So there's a bunch of different fun elements going on here. We have plastic pages, and the cover is done. I think I'm pretty well prepped for October. So if you guys don't know, I have an October daily and Halloween Facebook group. It'll be linked down below in the description bar of this video, so I hope you guys can check it out. Join my Facebook group if you're not on it, if you're not there already. Feel free to share your process for the year, your album, your supplies, your kit, all that good stuff. We're all there to help and inspire each other, so I hope you guys can check it out. So don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'm gonna be doing my 13 days of spooky makes, as well as my Serena B's spooky extravaganza. It's all going to be taking place on Patreon, so you can sign up at any level to enjoy the perks for all October long. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my process. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And don't forget to check out the description bar if you're interested in some of the products I use. I'll have all of them linked below. I am affiliated with scrapbook.com, so by purchasing from one of my links, I do get a little bit of a commission, which helps me support my channel and my dreams. Thank you for that support if you decide to do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!